Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and today I'm looking over my basketball set, my 70-71 basketball set. Uh, Unfortunately last night the Marlins, they lost and they're done for the year, so no more baseball, even though I'll be watching still, but I don't have a team to root for, so we still got the Dolphins. But we're looking forward to basketball now with the Heat. And let's see how they do this year. They had a pretty good year last year. Unfortunately, they lost at the end, but I still think they're going to be doing well. So I was going through my basketball, pulling out this binder, which is my favorite basketball set. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the 70-71 basketball Tall Boys. And this set is 175 cards. We're going to go through the binder and just kind of look at all the cards at this point. So, it starts with the leader cards, where you got the Lou Alcindor, Jerry West. Of course, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there. And you got that. That's the scoring leaders. You got the average leaders. And you have the field goal percentage leaders. And then you've got the free throw percentage. You got a nice card there, the rebound, Elvin Hayes, Wes Unseld, and Kareem there. And then you got the assist leaders, Lenny Wilkins, Walt Frazier, Clem Haskins. So, and those of you that like binders, this is why the sets look good in binders. You have all the leaders card together, you can see them all at once, and then you have the players. And in the baseball, you have the same thing, or you have like World Series cards and then the All-Star cards all together. They look really nice. So this set's still in binders. I did grade some of them, but we're going to take a look at some of the players here. There's the Bill Bradley. He was an awesome player. And you got here John Havlicek, again another incredible player for the Celtics back in the day. George Wilson and John Trapp. And the backs of these cards are super nice. They have cartoon and they're big cards, so they're tough to get in good condition, and because they're the Tall Boys. But you see in the back how it has different cartoons of all the players there with the stats. So they're nice clean cards. And let's take a look at this one. So we're missing this one here, and that's the Pat Riley card. I had that graded. Had some of these graded last year, I think it was. So I'll show those. And this is the Pat Riley in the 6. That's his rookie card here, and in the back. And Pat Riley was an All-American quarterback in high school. He was a pretty good player. So we'll leave Pat here. And the rest of them on this page are Jim Washington and Bob Rule. Most of these cards you're going to see, they have just a plain color background, different colors. Some of them do have some type of picture in the background, like the Bob Rule. It looks like there's some lighting back there. There's the Walt Bellamy. Another great player. Johnson, Bob Weiss. Here's a few more guys here. There's Earl the Pearl Monroe. A very underrated player. And there's the checklist here. You can see the checklist. And the back checklist just continues. And then it has the All-Stars here in the back here. Checklist for all the All-Stars. So let's see here, the next group. Got a few more guys here. You got Jim Walker, Mike Reardon and Henry Finkel. And over here we got Joe Ellis, Mike Davis, and Lou Hudson. Look at that. So they're nice cards. You know, back in the day, there was no way to store these cards, so many of them got damaged. And you know, even though these are in nice condition, it's really tough to find them in this kind of condition. So it's you know, but I will say these cards are very, very inexpensive. I see these are nice and white and really nice condition. These are actually very inexpensive. If you compare this to, you know, other, like baseball, imagine 71 baseball. Crazy. And these you can just get for a couple bucks. And even the stars are less than $100. There's Bob Boozer. You see, they all have different color backgrounds. They have the, that's what makes the set nice. It's got the green, it's got the blue, it's got the red. They got yellow backgrounds. And I'm missing one here, and that is Jerry Lucas, the yellow background. Yes, Jerry Lucas, another great player. There it is. Again in the 6. And this set was pretty clean. Most of it's going to be around mid-grade. So here's Jerry Lucas. He's for San Francisco here. And there's the back of his card. He dreams of playing in the championship team. So back in 1970. So some of the other ones here are, you got Dick Van Arsdale. He's a pretty good player. They're all good players back in the days. They were pros. They were professional basketball players, but a lot of them not as recognized, and people don't think about them anymore, like Don Chaney, great guard for Boston, the Celtics. You know, here comes a few good players too. The Dick Cunningham, Kevin Lowry. And then some other ones here. And the one missing here is the big guy, one of the big ones. And that's the Wilt Stilt Chamberlain. Also in a 6. There's Wilt. And he's card number 50. The big star back in the day. It's a great looking card of him. And here's the back of it here. And it says his famous Wilt once scored 100 points in a game. Look how they made him look like he was so big that he could just put it right in there. And that's how it seemed back in the day with the other players, that Wilt could just put that ball in there. Look at his averages here. One year he averaged, the third year he averaged 50 points a game. And in 1 year, 50 points a game. That's what you call one of the top 5 players of all time. 50 points per game he averaged in 1 year. That's just unheard of. And here's some more guys here. Walt Wesley, Bill Hewitt, and Imhoff. And there is Chet Walker, Al Attles, great player, Al Attles, and Chet Walker. And this was one of the few that has some type of another player there with a hand trying to get him. Most of them have the, you know, the color, which really looks nice. So I like colorful sets, and this is one of the colorful sets, so that's why I love it so much. And here's the rest of the guys. Here's Bob Dandridge. Some big time names. And these guys are really inexpensive. If you're looking into basketball, check out this set. And the guy that I'm missing there is coming up, and that's one of the big guys in this set. And that's number 75. And that's Lou Alcindor, rookie. Not rookie, second year. It's a second year. And that one is a 4 because it's way off centered. But it's a super sharp card. And it's a great picture of Kareem when he was young. And there's the back. His hobbies playing the conga drums. Says he had a superb rookie campaign last season at the All-Star team. Rookie of the Year. And that's the great Lou Alcindor. We'll call him Lou Alcindor. That's his real name here. And well, the name he was born with. So let's see. And here, Paul Silas. Look at Paul Silas, another great player. See how these cards are super sharp. There's Wes Unseld. I've had these cards forever. Nice. And Elvin Hayes. Great page here where you have some great players. Elvin Hayes. And Wes Unseld. And Bill Bridges is in the middle there. Couldn't guard either one of them. Okay, next page, we're missing a guy here, and that's another one of the big ones on here. But let's look at Herm Gilliam and Bobby Smith. And you got Happy Hairston and Jeff Mullins. Look at Jeff Mullins. And Happy Hairston. And some good players. The one that's missing here is number 100, and that's the great Oscar Robertson, the big O. What a player he was. So underrated. I still think that Oscar Robertson probably should be close to, well, maybe not top 3, but he was just, if you look at his stats, if you look at his record, so underrated. Incredible player, Oscar Robertson. This one graded a 5, and look at the back here, and you can see that he was captain of the Olympic team in 1960. I mean, look at his averaging 30 points a game during his career here. One of only 3 active players in the exclusive 20,000 career points, and that was just, you know, not even that many years. He's NBA's greatest playmaker. So at that time, you know, he had the most assists. He was an incredible player back in the day. The big O, Oscar Robertson. So let's take a look at a few more guys. I don't want this video to be too long, but you got Lenny Wilkens, and I think that's Lenny Wilkens' rookie card right there. Look at that, check him out. And they got the rest of the guys there. Bob Love, Wally Jones, great players. A lot of these again. You got Lenny Wilkens. Here's another one, coach. You got Don Nelson. That's Don Nelson's, I think, rookie card there. You saw Pat Riley earlier. And there's a few more guys. Nate Thurman, another awesome player. Great center, great. You know, I could keep saying great to all these guys because they all were. They all were good, great players. There's Gail Goodrich. Boy, he was another underrated. Gail Goodrich, the Lakers. Cazzie Russell. Big, strong forward there. And there's Gail Goodrich again. Look at Gail. What do you got here? We're about halfway through the set, and we got another spot missing, so that's another star, big star that I graded. So you got Jim Fox and Norm Van Lier. And here you got the other checklist with the rest of the All-Stars, and it goes all the way to 175, and Rich Johnson, you can see here. And at the end, you've got the championship series in there. So we'll take a look at those when we get to that, but the card that's missing in here is, again, the great Walt Frazier. Yes, sirree, for the New York Knicks, and this one graded a 4.5. It's a nice card of Walt Frazier. This one had a little ding in the corner there. Yeah, that's what graded a 4.5 because it was nicely centered and it was sharp. And that's Walt Frazier. He is a mod style dresser. Check that out. So moving on to the next guys on the here, and we've got Mel Counts, Bill Hoskett, and Archie Clark. And over here, this is where the All-Stars begin, the All-Star cards. So we've got again the Walt Frazier All-Star. You got the Jerry West All-Star and Billy Cunningham. So that's the All-Star cards. And the back of the All-Star cards are great because they have pictures, actual picture with a little headline here, you know. There's West double teamed in a layup attempt. Frazier drives from the corner. So that's actual picture and footage, you know, which I like. I like to see some of that. So that's really nice in the back of the All-Star. See how it looks real nice, all the All-Stars together on one page like that. That's one of the things that if you are a binder person, that's what makes it so nice to just look through the set like that. Here's some of the rest of the guys here. There's Connie Hawkins, Willis Reed, and Nate Thurman. And you got Havlicek there with Baylor and the big O, Oscar Robertson. So you got two cards of a lot of the All-Stars, Hall-of-Famers. And again, in the back, you got the pictures here. Havlicek, Knights of Raleigh, and Baylor. So you got those. And then here's another few more of the, one more, Lou Hudson. And then you got a couple more guys here. And you got a space, you got Rick Adelman. And the spot here is for the #1 card in the entire set. And that is the rookie card of Pistol Pete Maravich. And this guy was it. I think it was Pistol Pete coming on this one. Yeah. Actually, no, I skipped a card here. Hold on, guys. All right, we did skip. So we were wrong here. We had missed Elgin Baylor. I missed Elgin Baylor. And the one that goes here is the Oscar Robertson here. Or the Walt Frazier. Yeah, Walt Frazier goes here. Walt Frazier goes there. So I missed that. Sorry about that. Somehow I missed the Elgin Baylor. But here it is. Here's the Elgin Baylor. So we got that included in there too. And then next is the Pistol Pete Maravich, and that comes on this page right here. And that's the Dave Bing, Matty Gukas. A lot of coaches in this, coaches rookie cards. Most of them I think are rookie cards in this set here. And of course the big boy is the Pete Maravich, and that came out of 5. It was all centered, top to bottom, side to side, but it's a beautiful card of the late, great Pistol Pete Maravich. I don't think anybody can deny that he was the best college basketball shooter ever. If you look at his stats and you look at his records and you look at some of the things that he did, this guy was an incredible playmaker. And even in the NBA, I mean, can you imagine they had the 3-point shot? A lot of his shots that he took were 3-pointers, but they didn't count as 3-pointers, of course. There's no 3-point shot back then, but an incredible player, an incredible talent. Pistol Pete Maravich. There it is, the most prolific scorer in the history of college basketball. Pete broke the record for the most points scored in a career formerly held by Oscar Robertson. This guy averaged 44 points a game in college for LSU. And LSU was a big name team, tough team. And you can see here, his coach was his father. Big time player. Unfortunately, passed away too soon. And so we'll continue with the set. We're down to number 125 here. So let's see, we got, this is again the second series. This was actually done in 2 different series. So this is the second series. The second series came out later, much later. So this is Connie Hawkins, another big-time player. And here comes some more Hall of Famers here. You got Dave DeBusschere, you got Walt Hazard, some great players there, and you got Calvin Murphy, who's an awesome guard. You know, great players back in the day, you know, and you think about the players of today, and some of them are just not as good as these guys, even though you think they are, but only time will tell. There's Billy Cunningham, another great player. JoJo White, great guard back then, JoJo White. Got some more here. This is one of the few cards that actually shows the actual hardwood floor they played back in the day. The Lee Winfield card is the only one that actually has an actual photo versus the color background. There's some that have a little bit, but this is the only one in the set that has the whole, and there's Jerry Sloan. Boy, is that an ugly face for Jerry Sloan. I would not have wanted that picture on my card. And they cropped it bad, it's terrible. And there's the great Willis Reed, another incredible player for the Knicks, the center of the Knicks. So great stuff. And what do we got here? We're heading towards the finish line here, and there's 3 more guys, Williams, May, and Peterson. And you got Hal Greer there in the middle, another great player. Dave Gamby. Got a few guys over here. Most of these are just getting to the bench guys here. Jimmy Collins, Eddie Miles. And there's one more big name here missing here in this spot right here, and that is number 160. Yes, it is. And that is the great Jerry West, Mr. Logo Man himself. He is the logo of the NBA, Jerry West. And this one came out in a 5. It's a beautiful card of Jerry West with the blue, and then this matches his eyes there. In the back it says, Jerry will join the exclusive 20,000 point club this season. And another great player. He's been called Mr. Clutch. His best play is under pressure. Under pressure. Let's see. So now we get the end, and the end is the last guys, Tom Sanders, and you start with the championship games. You end with Rod Thorne, who's the last player, and now you have a championship. So here's game 1, and you could take a look at the back here, and that was the Knicks and the Lakers here. You can see the scores here, where Elgin Baylor, no, Jerry West had 33 points for the Lakers, and Willis Reed had 37 points for the Knicks. And the Knicks ended up winning. Yeah, Will Chamberlain, 17 points there. He was 1 for 10 from the free throw line. That was not good. Will was an awesome player. So you had Wilt. You had Wilt. Let's see here. Walt Frazier over here. Well, I'll put some of the guys there that played. Let's see what we got here. Well, we got some guys over here, but we'll see. Let's check it out. So, at the end here, game 2 of the championship, 69-70 NBA championship. And you got game 3. And this was Dick Garrett, and this was Dave DeBusschere, and this was Jerry West. So we'll take a look at the back here, the backs of these, and we'll see. So you have here in game 2, you had the Lakers come back 105 to 103 win. And again, Wilt had 19 points, but it was Jerry West again with 34 points for Jerry West. And you had Willis Reed again leading for the Knicks. A pretty even scoring there. And then you had game 3 where the Knicks come back and they win that game. And you had Willis Reed with 38 points he put up there. And again, Jerry West with 34 points and Wilt Chamberlain 21 points. So big name guys performed, and the Knicks won by 3. Now you head on to game 4. In game 4, you could see the leading scorer there was again Willis Reed. No, it was Barnett this time. Barnett was the leading scorer with Willis Reed at second. And again, in the Lakers, Jerry West, 37 points. Elgin Baylor had 30. And Chamberlain had 18. So you had, they ended up winning the game with the West and Chamberlain. So now you move on to game 5. And game 5, you could see here, it's Bill Bradley, and then Wilt. There's Wilt Chamberlain there, and there's Walt Frazier. So some nice shots there, action shots in the series. And if you look at the final here, game 5, it was the Knicks again won, and leading the Knicks was it was very close, but it was Walt Frazier. And then leading the Lakers was Wilt Chamberlain this time, and Jerry West had 20 points, and Chamberlain had 22, and Elgin Baylor had 21. So these 3 guys basically controlled that game there. And now you got to go to game 6. In game 6 is where the Lakers won big, and that's where Wilt had 45 points. And Jerry West had 33 points. And, you know, the rest, the Busher had 25 for the Knicks. But game 6, there's Chamberlain, had 45 points that game. And again, Jerry West scored in the 30s. And they ended up winning in a rout, 135 to 113. So now they move on to game 7. And it's played at New York. And it's a huge game, and New York routs them 113 to 99. And, you know, even though that Jerry West had 28 points and Wilt had 21, and Elgin Baylor had 19, still, they couldn't beat Walt Frazier had 36 points, 12 for 12 at the free throw. You had DeBusschere and Bradley and Barnett, and they came through at the end, and they won it all. So that's a big recap, and here they are celebrating. World champs. There they are, world champs. Walt Frazier led them back at the end, scoring 36 points in game 7, and the Knicks beat the Lakers to win the NBA championship. And at the end here is the stats, and you can see how many points everybody scored here. You had Willis Reed 138 points, and Frazier 123, DeBusschere 133, and Barnett 130. Pretty evenly split here. And over here, the Lakers, they had 219 for Jerry West and 163 for Wilt Chamberlain. They were the leading scorers in the championship, but unfortunately they didn't win it. So anyway, guys, just wanted to show you my 19 1970-71 basketball set, getting ready for basketball season, and a little recap as to what happened during the 69-70 World Championship, NBA Championship. So looking forward to this year. Everyone have an awesome day. Thanks for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate all your comments, so please leave a comment. And thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. It's Orlando from A Collector's Dream. I'll catch you on the next one.